Hi all, hi everyone. We are now at Java Summit Romania, and the conference is going on right now. And we have a surprise for you. We met with Adi Bolboacă in the conference. That's a fantastic opportunity for us to talk with him, and we can share. He can share all his thoughts via this small interview. Hi, Adi.
Hello.
We have tons of questions for you, but we have a very short break. So I would like to select some important questions for you. First of all, how is the conference going?
It's fine. I think people are talking a lot about trendy topics like microservices, IoT, a bit about machine learning, and about how you could develop these types of big applications, splitting monoliths. So are all these topics that I think are very useful, and we'll still hear more about this because we have many big monolithic applications that need to scale, and people need to do something about that.
We know you from Code Retreats and from the events, lots of events. We follow you. And what is the best part of attending conferences on those events, according to you?
Well, there are more parts, like you can learn things, you can meet up with people. My favorite part is just meeting up and then pairing or really coding stuff or coming up with ideas. So you can do so many things. I think the most important thing is not just to sit on your chair and then get out and get back on the chair. Talk with people, because people who join conferences also have something to share, so you could learn from many other people, not only from the speakers. It's very important to, I think, network and socialize as well.
It's great to meet you in the conference. So we know you from your book with Alex, the Code Retreat book. And we know you from lots of different events from social media, and we know that you really love talking about well-crafted code and well-crafted software development. So how do you define well-crafted software?
For me, there are more dimensions to this. Well-crafted may mean that it's easy to read. I don't think that people consider this aspect, that code is more often read than written. So when you write code, you should think about your users, the other people who'd read it, and probably it will be you or someone else who will read this code. So that's one of the most important things, readability, and I think Clean Code, the book Clean Code, says a lot about that. Then also you need to think about changeability. So nowadays we need to change systems faster and faster. So how can you do that? That typically means stupid code, smart data structures. This means small functions, small classes, and I typically tend to go towards the Unix pattern of having small modules that do only one thing. Then of course, if you need to do all these changes, you need to have the system tested. So testability is a very important part of well-crafted code. You can always do mistakes, so it's not an option not to have tests. So that's another part. I think you can learn these things from many books, from many articles, but the most important thing is practice. So if you don't practice, it's not that obvious what you need to do.
I see. You mentioned a little bit, but I guess it's still valuable to cover it again. So how can people write well-crafted code? How can they learn writing well-crafted code? Is there a formula?
Well, there are more. No, I saw more ways. I saw people who just read things and try their own, and that's, I think it works, but you need to be really struggling, and it's not the most efficient way, but you can do that. I saw people who learned like that. You can also find a mentor. It can be in the company or outside that can give you always feedback. So in this way, like you learn a new thing, you read about the new thing, then you practice, and then you have a discussion with the mentor, and you get feedback, and in this way you improve. You have this feedback loop. Another way is pairing. This is, I think, how I learn most, is just by pairing with people I don't know. I do at conferences. I typically try to pair on some subjects I'm interested in. Also try to do remote pairing, because you can find so many people who are willing to give 1 or 2 hours to do some remote pairing, and you can learn so much. You can have specific formats like coding katas, coding dojos, like code retreats, or other type of these events that are focused on high quality, on practice, on learning the craft. So there are more ways. Depends on what's suited for everyone. But I think a mix of these is very useful, depending on how social you want to be, or how, let's say, or yeah, what's your personal preference? Yeah.
I see. We know many good developers around, but we cannot see them in conferences a lot. I mean, they are not speaking, they are hiding in their companies. How can we convince them to share their knowledge? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I try to convince people who know, and I observe they know a lot of things. I try to convince them to join like local events in the first time. So I do something I call speaker coaching. I know they are knowledgeable, but then typically they just lack either the courage to present some.
You will join to the other conferences. I guess you missed the Java Summit Romania. I hope we'll meet on other conferences as well, and we'll meet with Adi as well. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye. Thank you.